Hello, my name's Rachel and this is a snail mail tutorial. I have a series of tutorials on this theme all around the 5 to 10 minute mark. These are easy little projects to do to help you liven up the letters you send and personalise the writing paper you use. It's also an excuse to get some creativity into your day, and if like me you're a junk journaler and paper crafter, you've got a ton of scraps and it's always good to find new ways to use them up. And a number of these tutorials you can adapt what I'm showing you to put in scrapbooks, journals, that kind of thing. So this tutorial is to make these very simple faux stamp embellishments on writing paper. So as you can see, if I lift one up, that one, and that one. Very, very easy to make. You need very little for these. So I've got some packing paper scrap here. And so you need some glue. I am using a glue stick for this, Yoo-hoo glue stick. You could use whatever glue suits you, but the wetter the glue, the more warping you will get. So I've got a couple of little example pieces here which I've already pre-cut. Now I cut these quite precisely, but you can always be a bit more rough in your cut if you just want to use scissors like that, and that. It just depends on how clean and sharp an edge you want, and if you're the kind of very skilled person who can cut really straight lines. I'm not, which is why I need the help of a ruler and a rotary cutter. Rotary trimmer. Okay, a little bit more in that corner. So that came from an illustration from Beatrix Potter, and the other ones I've got, that's from a piece of scrap left over from something I did which used an atlas. So you can use whatever. You could even use stickers. So if you've got say a great big sticker, if you for example have got the antiquarian sticker book, there's some really big stickers there. You don't have to use the whole sticker. You can always cut off a piece of it and just use that piece. Right, now you will see here that there are different edges that I have used on these stamps, and I'll just show you different ways you can cut. So if you have got like standard crimping shears like these, pinking shears, not crimping shears, Rachel. So you can cut very simply like that. Now I'm not cutting along lines. If you're the kind of person who needs lines, then of course you can use them. And I could leave it there, but if I would like another kind of edge, if I just show you, that's the kind of edge you get. Another edge you can do is you can just cut the tips off the triangles. And again, you can do this by measuring to make sure you're more exact. But that's the kind of edge you get with that. So it's less jaggedy, but that's another way you can get that kind of look. I also have scallop edge scissors here. And so, whoops. Made a bit of a mess up of that. Oh no, I think it'll be fine. How close you cut is up to you. Again, no formulas, no rules, but if you want to develop your own formula that works for you, why not? I'll just quickly go cut that out so I'm not doing such a huge piece of paper. The other way you can do it is, so I was cutting like that, you can turn it upside down and cut like that, and then you cut that way, that way, that way, that way. And as you can see, using the same kind of scissors, you've got like a different effect. So you've got that one and you've got that one. If you had a sewing machine, you could, obviously removing the thread, but you could punch a load of holes using a straight stitch and a relatively wide stitch, and you could punch a load of holes in a piece of paper and then fold that and tear it to get the look. I haven't tried that, but that might work. Okay, so the next step is to stick one of these down. I'm just going to go with, I think that's Jemima Puddle Duck. Right. And if you didn't have glue stick, you could use sticky double-sided tape. That would totally work as well. So if you don't have glue but do have double-sided tape, that's great. I'm sticking that down at a bit of an angle. You don't have to. You can stick it down straight, whichever way you prefer. And I'm just using this roller just to make sure it's as flattened down as possible. Now you could leave it just like that and it's a fine embellishment like that, but if you are a paper crafter or another type of crafter and you've got loads of, for example, I've got quite a lot of these kind of stamps, and these are like faux postage mark stamps, so I like to use these when I can, just to justify the fact that I have them in the first place. So I would then pick, I like that one, so I'm going to use that one. I'm just going to make sure that it's taken the ink. I may need to change this ink pad at some point. Here's hoping there's enough. And then I tend to just press and squiggle round. Oh, that's lovely. And then maybe some classic lines. So let me press that down. And then there you go. And that is really, really simple. So you've got a lovely faux postage themed piece of writing paper, and this paper is just A4 paper because I've got a glut of it at the moment. I've been given a few coloured reams, so I'm working my way through those. So it's just literally A4 piece of paper cut in half. Lovely. Well, I hope you found that useful. I hope it inspires you to get out there and make some interesting faux stamps for your letter paper. Sorry, I've just heard something go off in the background and I'm like, I need to get into the kitchen. So yeah, I hope you found this useful. I hope it inspires you to make something. If you do try one of my tutorials, please link a page to me. Please link the picture to me on Instagram, because it's always lovely to see what different kinds of scrap people have and what they do with your tutorials and your simple instructions. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.